If you want to subscribe to the live screen sharing room on DAX and watch every day the live trades I do on time during the market hours, the first hour of cash trading and then US session, and why I'm taking these trades, you can go on my Twitter page here at this name and click this on the pin tweet here, this link which will prompt you to a PayPal subscription service which is have a small description here, and the first 2 days is free, then you can have free cancellation if you wish so, and then it's just 19 euros a month. So if you click login here, then this will prompt you to a subscription details, and then you will need to let me know about this so I can send you the password, and so you can be able to log in every day and watch the live screen sharing. Or you can just go to my YouTube channel here, which I upload every day the video after what happened after the European cash market closes, and this is the link here of the everyday recording after the market closes. So this is just free, so you can feel free to go here and just watch this. Okay, hello everyone, so let's see where we are today. We opened outside the gap down basically from 620's close down to 560's or so outside the Friday's value area. So we need to see now if we retest 590's value area low, what it does if it holds resistance for a short opportunity, or if price can go all the way up towards a gap fill and point of control 615's 620's area. Fails to trade within Friday's value area, and this is a zone of resistance, and price will just fail and go for a new low below Friday's low. Also on the bullish scenario, we need to see if this potential long trade will develop eventually up to point of control of Friday session 615 and close. Also looking at the 30-minute chart here, medium term picture, you can see we are within this range of 700s and 500s level, so we are just within the midpoint of this range. Also at these levels all the time price could absorb and then rallied, but again failed above 640s. So if we look at this in terms of Bollinger Band here, you can see that price is perhaps too much outside of Bollinger Band, and then we'll try to go back inside. Of course this doesn't mean price cannot collapse straight down and go towards 500. So looking for a retest at Friday's lows as well to see what it does there, if we hold a kind of support with a flash down move at the cash open, and then price potentially go towards 600s. These are the levels looking to see of interest, looking to see if we locate any trade potentially there. So we need to share the cash open. If we have a flash down perhaps at the lows, price consolidates then fails, then we have a bounce. Of course we need to be aware of the scenario again that price can go just straight down here. So let's see. Also if we have a look on the weekly chart here, you can see on the weekly profile here, you can see we are within previous week's value area as of now. So we need to see if price fails below 550s and goes down to 500s. We need to see there what it does. If it goes there eventually, then next area of support is 430s area, previous weekly low. Of course we need to see if price can go up to close the gap here at 620s, what it does, which is value area high of previous weeks, if it holds resistance or if it goes towards 700s. Also having a look at the daily chart here, you can see this buying zone down to 520s and failure up to 640s or so, with extreme 700s and down to 400s, 480s here. So we are still within this range. We need to see if price will hold once again here or if it fails to go further down. This perhaps can be considered as a fake down of Friday's lows. Of course, need to be aware of the scenario. Price can extend straight down generally. So let's give it some time to see. This flash down move took out all the stops below yesterday's low, so waiting to see if we go back above initial balance low. Here we consolidate a little bit, we'll go long for the reversal trade and go aim a target up to 659, 620 or so. Initially the long position at 49s, here would prefer to have a retest at the lows then go long, to be honest, so let's see if it manages to hold support above Friday's lows and go towards the upside, towards VWAP here. Out of the long, no reason to go against this. Let's give it some time to see where it holds support. Press straight down here, looking to see if we hold any kind of support here at 500 area. This area of support here, 500, 490, straight liquidation lower now. Missed the opportunity to go short here, not enough pullback for a move lower. Give it a go short here against this level 522's area. I need to see if we continue further downside or if we eventually get absorbed here for a move higher. This is going straight down. There is no reason to trade against this. At least allow this 30 minutes to see where the 30-minute candle would close initially. Flatten, scratch the short here. We need to give it some time to see if we have further flash down and if we hold support, at least for the short term here at previous weekly low. Also, this is in terms of exhaustion for the first hour is 49 points, so has room for further expansion of the range. Hesitated to hold the short here for potential downside because I see this kind of getting absorbed, although clearly failing to go above 20s here. So basically today so far seems like a B-shaped profile day, price liquidating at the open and then consolidating at the lower end of this range. So let's see here at the 30-minute chart. We have the further extension of the first 30-minute candle. We need to see the second one, if it opens, have any kind of retest at 500, then reverse towards inside the Bollinger Band. What I would like to see here is price to push towards the downside, then fail, then push, fail again and get absorbed. So then comes up to VWAP potentially here and spikes above. This is a very nice setup. We need to allow a few minutes until the first 30-minute candle to see if the second will give a short squeeze towards the upside. So basically looking for absorption down here or even a retest at 500, then support. Already found support here. Hopefully didn't miss this entry. Let's give it some time. Initially the long position here on VWAP. The anticipation of this trade is price will go up to initial balance low and retest and see what it does there. Also the best trade location was down here. Waited to see the turn of the first 30-minute candle towards the second to go long, although this happened earlier. So let's see if it holds VWAP here for a move higher or if it fails and gives a low of the day retest. Also looking at the Bollinger Band here 2 months outside, so perhaps price will try to trade back inside. Okay, so we see the gradual grind higher here. As I said earlier, this was the best area to locate a long trade in according to absorption. You can see second candle open slightly lower, then immediately reversed. The line in the sun for this is 550s. Friday's lows. If price goes above there, then shorts will have to cover and we'll see a spike higher potentially. Also in terms of continuation, if shorts win there, then we have a resistance and continuation further down. So let's see where this will head. Basically the setup I was looking for is this one, if I show you one from the past. So what we have here is we have a straight down liquidation at the cash open, then sideways consolidation below VWAP at this time. 30-minute candle closes and next candle opens and goes straight up, fakes down previous day's lows, then go all the way up to value area high of previous day. Inside Bollinger, inside the initial balance here, then goes further up. So that is the potential trading setup I'm looking for today, although slightly different. Straight liquidation, not exactly at the lows here. So once price goes above the lows, perhaps we can see this spike higher. Scale out first target here, 10 points, price holding above VWAP. We need to see this eventually will grant honey. This will be very nice trade, although the best trade location goes down here at the absorption. You can see market flashing straight up, then pulling lower and failing, pulling lower and failing, then does the exact reversal. So let's see here, line the sun as said again is Friday's lows here. Okay, so here we are the first hour of cash trading. You can see price straight down here, flash down candle, then rebounded more than its half, although didn't give a retest here, so can go short, so missed that. Very nice trading opportunity there. Now waiting to see if we will just balance here and have this kind of B-shaped day, which price will just consolidate sideways here and then see if it has further downside. Also in terms of Bollinger Band here, as I said earlier this morning, this doesn't mean it cannot go further down. Also this doesn't mean it cannot go further down from here, but generally price tends to stay within the Bollinger Band. So we need to see if price goes up at Friday's lows here. If it goes straight up towards a gap fill, of course it might not happen straight away, might take all day. Also price might never revisit this area and just trade towards the downside. On the 30-minute chart here we have this area of support down at 500, 490s, then another area of support down at 420s, previous week low. So we need to see still within this range here. Also looking at the daily chart, price just ticked lower Bollinger Band here. So will today be the day which breaks down and holds below 500 here? We need to see later on potentially. So I'm still long 2/3 of the position since 34 here, scale out first target, looking to scale out second target up to 54s before initial balance low, and potentially leave the rest of the trade for a complete reversal here. Of course this is all hypothetical, so let's see if this will happen. Exactly how anticipated here. You can see once price above Friday's lows here, straight up, full targets here, 10-20 points respectively, waiting to see if we're going to at least retest Friday's value area low here. Once we fail to go sustain the trend below, we'll scale out here and we'll scale out also at 620's gap fill, point of control of Friday session. Very nice setup. Straight up to 600 here, scale out, still have a part of the position for a full target up to 620s. Very nice. 530s up to 600s and aiming for a 620s. Okay, hello everyone again. So hopefully you managed to catch this long opportunity here, as I was explaining, this getting absorbed down here, and eventually if price goes above Friday's lows here will spike up. You can see here the change of the color of the candle, which means has a volume inside at this breakout. So let me zoom in the chart. So as explained earlier this morning, I show you the previous example of this absorption reversal setup. We have a straight liquidation at the open, then price pushing lower and lower, failing to extend. Everyone is still short against initial balance or VWAP. then price just pulling back and failing to go lower, pulling back, failure with lower highs. So once price reached Friday's low here, spiked straight up, as this is where most people locating their stops while being short after this initial flash down. Then price went all the way up to 600 here, still hasn't filled the gap though. So initiated the long position here on VWAP, then scale out 10, 20 and 40 plus points here. 34's last profit target up to 600, still have a long a part of the long of this trade for a gap fill, potentially move higher. Also we can see here, after all of this reversal and push towards the upside, we have multiple retests of support here at initial balance high. So we need to see if it holds support here, or even a VWAP here to see a push lower, then gradually higher towards the gap fill, then higher. Also the other thing worth mentioning is when you have a value area and price the next day opens outside, either upside or above or below the previous day's value area, has almost 70% chances the price will retest sometime the value area of previous trade during the day. So for example, if we have open gap up higher here, we have 70% chances to go and tag the high of value area of Friday, or in today's case the low of value area of Friday here, which is this is exactly what happened. Once again support here at initial balance high 75. Let's see if this can be sustained and we have a move up to 600, and if it push towards the gap fill here. I haven't added a long position here, although still long from 34s. Just serious consolidation here with support at initial balance high and a failure again close to 600. Also have a nice tick here, and I can see mostly above zero, so perhaps we see some slow consolidation sideways, then gradually grind towards the upside maybe. Just flatten the rest of the long position since this morning here. Let's give it some time to see if it can go down to 57s and if there is a nice area of support here. Also looking to see if price can generally balance within value area low and value area high, which failed. So perhaps can go to 560s for support, then just trade with this kind of manner. So let's see. Straight down move here below first hour of cash trading high, initial balance low. Looking to see if price will have any kind of support down at the low of the day here, 5.8 or 508 or 500s here, straight down. All day consolidation now, straight down. So let's see if we manage to have any kind of short-term support here at least. Initiated a short position here after this rebound against initial balance low and the high of first hour of cash trading. So if price goes there, I will be stopped out. So looking for a move down towards 508 here at the low of the day. Scalar first target here, 10 points, straight down, failure here, very nice location. Also Friday's lows here, this is where the bounce happened earlier on. So looking to hold this position potentially for a move down to 508, SPY straight down below to 26. Also nice tick here towards the low side, underlying weakness. So let's see if we go further down. Scalar second target here, leaving the last third for a move down to 508, 500s. So price here, if you consider the Bollinger Band closed below outside the previous candle here, a new candle open and then straight down. So we need to see if this will manage to have the momentum to be sustained for a move towards 500s. Also looking on the daily chart once again today, as we trading within this weekly range here, to see if today will be the day which breaks towards the downside, because as you saw earlier this morning or the previous week, every time price goes at 500 490 area then just bounce higher. So still holding the short here for a move down towards the low of the day and generally 500s maybe. Okay, just flatten the rest of the short position here. Perhaps could have flattened it even lower, but it's okay. Nice trade, straightforward on targets. Also looking at the 30-minute chart here and the Bollinger Band, you can see the timing of the trade again. 30-minute candle closes at the lows outside of Bollinger Band. Next candle opens and goes straight up. So we need to see if this will eventually go up to the midpoint of the day, or if it will just fail and continue towards the low side. Okay, so here we are a few minutes until the European cash close. You can see nice trades today. Earlier flashed down here, then got absorbed above VWAP, once above Friday's lows here, straight up with volume here. Also failed to extend above 600s and sort of lower here. Haven't managed to catch this move, although waited for a rebound and got shorted here against initial balance low and 557, which is first hour of cash trading high. Scale out to profit targets 20 points, then leave the rest for further downside and flatten this once price went to 32s or so. So basically price gave nice intraday opportunities, but in the bigger picture still remains here at this weekly consolidation, although failed again higher. Now is from its opening lower. We need to see where this will go after the European cash market closes and if the US market finds any kind of direction towards the downside, so DAX can follow after the cash close perhaps.